Today we're going to do the 3 vise setup for the speed handle. It's an exciting part. We're using one work offset, one tool lathe offset datum plane, and running all 3 parts because we're using the CAD system. It's going to identify all 3 tracks from the stock material that we choose from the location we tell it to machine to. First of all, let's get started and work into the manufacturing workspace. Here we have the manufacturing workspace. We have the design, rendering, animation, simulation, but we're working in manufacturing. Let's get started and set up the stock setup. First of all, I want you to be aware that the model that we did in the design is all in here and all our components are located. We can turn them on and off as we wish. So I'm going to close this down. I'm going to choose stock setup. A dialog box will appear. That's very important. And this is how we set up our models for machining and our stock setup. The setup tab, it will be designed to set our PRZ first, as well as our machining models for calculations. These two must be set up in relationship to what we did on the CNC machine. So let's expand the model and turn off on some of these levels so we can just leave the PRZ active and it's easiest for us to find. I'm going to come over here to orientation, use the button that says select coordinate system, come over here and touch the PRZ, which is the midpoint of this line. From there, I need to set my models. I will come back over here. I do no longer need the PRZ active, but I do need the models that I'm going to use for machining. This is Op1 geometry. Here is Op2 for face and chamfer, the flip over, the second op, and the third op will be used for drilling. Let's go ahead and select the 3 models. Right now nothing shows. You can see what it says. Use this to specify the model, the solid, that are considered for toolpath calculations. I'm considering this physical model for drill and tap, this physical model for my operation 2, which would be a face and a contour, and this one for everything else, such as 2D adaptive, facing, engraving, chamfering, and drilling, and as well as contour and bore toolpath. Now that we have our models selected for machining, we're going to go to stock and we're going to select the 3 models that are needed for applying the stock for that. Over here again, we will turn off the machining models and now activate our rough material models. The same way we pick the models for machining, we're going to select these models for the rough material in their operation each time we progress down the vise. I will use mode and select from solid. Solid 1, third op, solid 2, second op, and the first op, which is a solid billet piece of material. The last of this operation will use post processor. We'll come in here and give our program number that you were assigned. From there, we just completed setting up the model. Good luck.